Welcome to the Courage to Be podcast. I am your host, Tanya Vasallo. Have you ever had one of those weeks where everything just clicks? The right people, the right timing, the right opportunities. It's almost as if the universe itself is just conspiring to support you. This week has just been one of those weeks for me. Moments of just pure alignment that remind me when we're in flow, life doesn't need to be forced. It's just been amazing. I'm going to tell you a couple different stories that have happened. So the first one was when I got an email from my transformational speaker teacher. That's Gail Larson. You take a look in one of the previous podcasts, go down the list and you'll see I did an interview with her. And she sent me an email out of the blue. I haven't talked to her in a while. And she introduced me to another one of her former students that happens to live here in Bali. So she put us in contact. So when this woman replied saying that she lives near Ubud, not too far from where I'm at, and that we could meet next week because she's traveling right now. And she wrote something in the email too. She said, but unfortunately, I'm only going to be in Bali until December because in January, I'm heading out to South America for something called world schooling. Now, world schooling to me is not a term that I'd ever heard before until my neighbor here in Bali, maybe when we first moved here in September, told me that she leads these classes about world schooling. So she basically is teaching homeschool families or traveling families. So I asked this woman, is this program of world schooling in South America that you're doing with Lise? And she said, yes. And so out of all the programs in the world, they're doing the same one. You know, what are the chances? That was synchronicity number one. Then this morning, as I was riding the wave of flow, I had just finished my gym and I was walking to check out a nail salon that my daughter wanted to try that's here in the neighborhood. And so I ran into my housekeeper. I've never seen my housekeeper down there because she doesn't live in this neighborhood. And she offered me to ride. Well, we both went in, bought some fruit, and then she offered me to take me to the nail salon down the street. Even though it was walking distance, but she took me in the scooter. And I'm so glad that she showed up because the woman at the nail salon did not speak English. So she was there to be my translator. That was synchronicity number 2. And as I walked back, I went into school and I bumped into a woman from the gym that's also a parent at the school. And it's the exact person that my husband's been wanting to put me in contact because she trains with a personal trainer that he's been recommending and that she recommends too. So one thing that I didn't have to even go down my to-do list because she just showed up for me. That was synchronicity number 3. And she happened to be talking to another mom that I wanted to get the recipe for a curry recipe, tofu curry recipe, and that she's donating some food for the potluck. So again, synchronicity number 4, I didn't even have to reach out to her. I just bumped into her. We did that exchange. And then I still wasn't home. I had to stop one more place, which is my favorite restaurant near the school. And I met 2 Polish moms, Joanna and Lydia. Joanna, we keep exchanging, you know, we've seen each other, but I don't know her very well. And she happened to be there with this other woman. So I introduced myself. Her name's Lydia. Turns out that Lydia's been at the school for 3 or 4 years. And I don't know how the conversation started, but I must have asked them like what grades their kids are in. And it turns out that Joanna has a 6th grader. So I asked her if her 6th grader was going to go to the middle school party. And so we ended up coming up with ideas because Lydia's been here longer and Joanna, they sat with me. They helped me brainstorm some new ideas for like polls for the potluck coordination and for parent involvement. And so it took all the stress off from me of trying to figure all these things out on my own or with Isla this afternoon. And so 5 synchronicities in a span of 2 hours. So these are the moments, these are the reminders that life is constantly guiding us, but we only notice the magic when we slow down enough to see it or when we're paying attention. I always remind my clients to notice, pay attention, become aware of your day-to-day life, right? When we're aligned, when our energy is open, when we're grateful and we're not forcing outcomes, synchronicities just multiply. Don't you just love it? I mean, to me, it's just so yummy when I get to be in this, vibration and this energy. Another thing that I've noticed is that flow doesn't mean everything is easy. It means that everything is connected. It's like the universe is whispering, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. And the key is to trust those nudges, right? Follow the breadcrumbs and act when inspiration's calling you, and don't overthink it. Just, like that, like talking to these moms, like maybe at another moment, I wouldn't have even sat down to talk to the moms because I was in a rush to come home and record my podcast. So what signs or coincidences has the universe been sending your way? I'd love for you to share with me, and are you paying attention to those signs? And if this episode has sparked something for you, or you think it might spark something for someone that you know, a friend, a loved one, I'd love to hear your stories about synchronicity and flow on Substack or on YouTube. Share this with friends or loved ones that believe in manifestation or in synchronicity and flow. And remember to always choose courage over comfort. Until our next episode, I'll talk to you soon. If you loved today's episode, it would mean so much if you rate and review The Courage to Be on Apple Podcast. Not only does it help the show to grow, but it also gets you in the running for something amazing. Every month, I draw one lucky winner to receive a complimentary 7-night, 8-day vacation. You'll get to pick from over 3,000 beautiful resorts worldwide. You just cover the taxes and fees like you would with a travel rewards. Airfare is not included. And if you want to double your chances, along with your Apple Podcast review, leave a couple of comments on YouTube. That counts as a second entry. Just send your screenshots to help.thecouragetobe@gmail.com, and you'll find the email in the show notes too. It only takes a moment, and who knows, your next adventure might be closer than you think. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on our next episode of the Courage to Be podcast.